So in the western communities of Loxahatchee and the Acreage area, you may have noticed today some lowered canals as people are prepping for any impact that may come from Hurricane Ian. For those whose job it is to maintain those waterways and canals year round, this is a critical time, and they say flooding is their biggest concern. WPTV News Channel 5's Stephanie Susskind is in Royal Palm Beach this evening to show us just what's being done to prevent it.
We're off Southern Boulevard, a little west of 441, and this is where the Indian Trail Improvement District actually controls and regulates the flow of water. Now, they tell me they already moved a lot out, the canal about 1.5 feet higher last week, but now you can see the water is flowing through the structure here where it empties out into the C-51 canal. They say the goal is just to move the water out before the storm comes in. Crew Chief Jacob Hoffman knew he was meant for this job at the Indian Trail Improvement District.
Well, I guess you could say being a kid, you always like digging in the dirt, right? So that's something I took with me as I was growing up.
Here, he and his team are working to unclog a drainage pipe and then rebuild a driveway off 61st Street and Royal Palm Beach Boulevard.
It is pretty critical. I mean, as you can see, it does tend to back up and flood out the properties.
It's one of their many jobs as they try to get the district as prepared as possible before Hurricane Ian.
We are prepared for tropical storm force winds. We're prepared for up to 10 inches of rain.
Chief Operating Officer for the district, Jason Lester, says they start preparing for hurricane season in May, but kick into high gear when a storm is approaching.
We've been doing a lot of pumping. We've been dropping the gates. As you can see here, water's moving. We've been doing this since last Thursday.
The region is no stranger to flooding. WPTV captured this video in Loxahatchee Groves after excessive rainfall in 2018 and at Barky Pines Animal Rescue in Loxahatchee as well.
Sometimes after a storm hit, it's been a week or two until I can get back to check on my own property to make sure everything was in order back home.
Jacob says working to prevent the flooding motivates him to get the job done.
I enjoy seeing, the expressions from people that come forward to you after you allow them back access into their property if it's flooded.
So crews are reminding homeowners, just make sure that your yard is clear of any debris that could get blown around and could clog up those drainage ditches, and make sure your swales are clear as well. Reporting in Royal Palm Beach, Stephanie Susskind, WPTV News Channel 5.